Atom Framework Demo. Special Selects. Used to render only part of the object structure. Most commonly used for search results. Controller and Tier 2 procs. Used to construct and orchestrate searches in the system. In this part of the demo, we're going to create a special select which will be used by a search process. In this stored procedure, we're only going to return the person name, date of birth, and city and state of the address data. Special selects are a great way to work with the data when you want to be able to return several person records with minimal data elements. This controls the size of the objects that you're working with and are being passed across the network. Once the new stored procedure has been created, we will refresh our stored procedure list and find the new special select sproc. We can execute the sproc again, passing in a person ID of 1 to see how their data looks now. Notice we only have the 4 data elements we selected in the configuration tool. Now we will generate the search controller and Tier 2 stored procedures. First, we select the special select sproc that we created in the previous step. Then we give our controller a name and enter notes. These notes will be included in the comments section at the top of the resulting controller sproc. The first Tier 2 or where clause sproc is going to filter on the person name column in the person table. Again, the notes that we enter here will be included in the comments section of the Tier 2 proc. Here is where we configure the actual where clause of the proc. You'll want to give the condition a name and notes, and then select the left-hand side of the search equation. In this case, we're going to search against person name, and we're going to do a like search. We're going to have a parameter value of person name. Then we're going to add a second Tier 2 sproc that filters on the address state column. Once you have selected the address table as our search target, we will simply fill in the where clause elements as we did in the previous Tier 2 proc example. However, this time we're going to filter on the state column, and we're going to be passing in a state abbreviation as a parameter for this stored procedure. Once we save our inputs in the UI, the new controller and Tier 2 procs are generated for us. So we can refresh the stored procedure list and see the 3 new sprocs added by the previous step. Now I'll execute the controller, passing in a first name of Lydia and a state abbreviation of AL, and we'll see what we get. And our result sets contain 2 matches where the person name is Lydia or contains Lydia, and the address state abbreviation equals AL. Now we will look at the nuts and bolts of how the controller sproc orchestrates the search. First, you will notice our 2 parameters defined. Then a temp table is defined to hold the results of the 2 Tier 2 procs. You will notice that with each call of the Tier 2 proc, we're incrementing an index counter. Then at the end of the controller sproc, we delete any results which do not contain a hit from both Tier 2 procs. And then we execute the special select sproc we created in the previous step, which uses the temp table as its parameter values to return the results.